Hey guys, so haven't been out in 4 months. 4 months. Just had twins. It's been nothing but babies and work and babies and work. Twins, man, a lot of work. But anyway, finally got to go out. I did some shooting, just ran through a couple of mags. Now I'm just rucking around for some exercise. I just have chest rig full. I normally don't have double stacks worth of mags on me, but this time I did it for weight. Just got a backpack. I have a steel target in there, so that's quite heavy. And to top it off, I forgot my boots. So now I am rucking in my steel toes from work that are not waterproof. If you live in the Northeast, you can see why that probably sucks. It's been just non-stop raining. But, you know, with all this talk of solar storms and flares and CMEs and blackouts, I guess it's good practice, because I'd be wearing these shoes. Usually I keep a pair of boots in my car to walk home in if I need to, but I forgot them. It's kind of, you know, I'm sure a lot of you are like me. You don't have a extra $100, $200 just to buy a pair of boots to put in your car. But so it's easy to forget stuff like that. But yeah, it's good practice. Steel toes. There's worse shoes to be doing this in. But the past 4 months, my wife and I have been getting into the whole solar weather, CMEs and stuff, trying to convince people to move more towards a mountainous area, more west of where we live. Been stocking up on food, and not just like, you know, not the, you know, 25-year shelf life food you get in the buckets of food. I mean, those are nice, but we've been doing those typical rice, beans, adding up to it, moving everything from the big totes into 5-gallon jugs in Mylars. They're already in Mylar bags. We're just moving to smaller containers. So we've been doing that. Strength training. I think fitness is probably, it's not probably, it is a number one thing. I know I've talked about it before, but when I say fitness, I don't mean you have to be ripped or, you know, 2% body fat. Personally, I think going into a shit hits the fan scenario, especially if it's blackout, you know, there's no power, the extra weight would help. So just work on your stamina. You don't need a six-pack. You shouldn't be morbidly obese, especially if you're getting towards like my age. Well, I'm 42. I'm going to be 43 in 2 weeks. And I mean, past 6 months, 2 of my friends my age have had heart attacks. Just because they don't really, you know, work on themselves like they should. You don't need to be like Arnold. You just need to work your heart, do some strength training. That's it. You know, just gotta take care of yourself. No point in prepping if you don't work on your body a little bit. But so we've been doing that. And food. Since she's a nurse, she focuses on first aid and stuff like that. So I've also connected with a couple guys in the next state over about getting together and doing some training. Finally, a group of people that are all about rucking and doing some shooting in the woods rather than going into a sit-down range or sitting in their living room eating pizza, complaining about red flag laws. But yeah, I think things are looking up as far as preps wise. As far as the country goes, I Probably gonna make another video about that, how I feel about it. But just trying to set goals. Build up the ammo to set amount. Build up the food to last set amount of years. And learn stuff. If you have any goals, like you're trying to reach to as far as preps go or physical fitness, you know, let me hear them. I would like to know. I always love watching other people's videos and stuff that I already am into, like, you know, everyday carries. I have my everyday carry that works for me, but every once in a while I'll watch somebody else's and I'm like, oh man, that makes total sense. I could do this, you know. So yeah, let me know if you have any goals that you've been working on and how well it's going. I think that's a good thing to work towards. But that's it for this video. Have a good one.